chat, Mr. Producer.
Yeah.
Send it to the chat, Mr. Producer.
Hey, I want to say welcome to it. This is Mars vs. Venus. If you're tuning in for the first time, this is the first time you're hearing us live in Mars vs. Venus. We have to send out that little trigger warning. Remember, it is a show produced by Cleveland, Nathaniel Davis.
Cleveland only sending me topics. I'm like, could you please send them to the chat so we can
Most
save
of the
them?
topics are done by him. You
Yes, he
understand?
goes scouting for topics and finds them.
Yeah, he's like what's the man name for scouting for talent again?
Nah, not scouting.
Yeah,
Holly,
what is his surname? What is
Baturier? He's Holly
Yeah,
Baturier.
that is like Robert Tullier on a Friday. Robert Tullier on a Friday. He brings the topics. He's scouting for topics and he brings them.
Okay.
And we now have to navigate and seep through and so we just sending out that trigger warning in advance.
So which one are we going with?
I like the one with the date.
With the date.
Because it had that video trending over the past week.
All right, ladies and gentlemen. Okay.
And it goes vice versa too. Because if she takes offense, should he even try?
So the question is, would you go on a second date with a man if he doesn't pay for the first? And gentlemen, I suppose you would be factored in terms of how do you feel about that as well. So, go through hard.
You see, hear it already, yeah?
Me ain't say nothing.
You don't have to say.
I
Actually, it's in the
said
eyes.
not a word.
It's in the eyes.
What about my eyes?
You understand? It's in the eyes because,
Tone.
we've all been led to believe that it is the responsibility of the man to pay for
never
the
say
first
nothing.
date. We all know that's how it goes.
We all know that's how it goes.
You invite me out, You invite me out?
That's how it's, I
Who
think,
invite
fit
you
for
out?
me. It depends on who made the first move.
Who invite you out?
Maybe I too new age.
Yeah?
Maybe I too new age.
Who invite you out?
Yeah, who invite
It
you out?
depends on who made the move, like, right? Because
Bobby,
I've never been the kind of girl who's had like those very old school, like the guy calls and like
Ask you out?
that axe you out thing. It's end up being like a
mutual. So what you doing? We gonna make a move?
like something so like I want to go and see
I meet you there.
some chippiness in the cinema or I having a play. You should come, kind of them, and then we end up liming after, like you know what I mean.
Oh,
so
you invite me.
So
If it's something that you're interested in, and you mention it, that's you invited.
You did invite me, yeah?
Because
I might give you a come for my play.
That's you invited.
That's the equivalent of me paying. That is the
Let me-
equivalent of me paying for the date.
Let me be honest and just take in front.
It
and,
is.
and take
I
in
give you a
front.
comp.
But I your play.
I have been
but I give you a paid seat.
Comp.
taken out already. Let me just say that.
Right,
I've
and
been
that's
on
lovely.
dates. I've been on dates where the woman says, "Hey, what you doing? Let's go get something to eat now at dinner."
I've done that as well.
And they paid.
Of course.
So I've been on those.
Leslie.
You understand? I've been on those. I understand what that is. And some of them, it might necessarily be dates. Like, per se, it has
A
no
No
romantic
strings.
connotations
Yes.
under it. It's just a
A
friend.
little two start knocking.
Yeah, a friend say, "Hey, what you doing? Let's go have a glass of something, eat something, over a good conversation." A powwow. I've been on those.
Right.
Little
Yes,
powwow.
I've been on a powwow.
Been on those,
Yeah,
right.
I've been on those. You understand? But if you're formally,
Like like there's been current passing.
there's
like
been messages being exchanged.
and then you tell us, right, this is the first
You
time.
understand?
And you have
saying,
butterflies.
so, yeah, and you're talking about where we need to meet up and
And you put efforts. Ladies, if you shave your legs, you see when
Ah,
shave
this
legs
is-
happen,
I'm
shave legs
about
and
to
wax.
say, if you wax,
You shave your legs and you wax.
if you wax the
Think
head on that
serious.
date,
Yeah, think serious. Think
and you
serious.
shampoo your hair,
Yeah, think serious.
like me when I
Think
shampoo
serious.
my beard. Oh
Think
God.
serious.
Remember, I feel like super. I
Think serious,
feel like a
think
superhero.
serious.
I shampoo my beard and oil it,
Oh,
and get a comb and a brush.
When I shave legs, wax, and pull out the good lashes. Good lashes.
You looking for something new?
Listen.
Hey.
You understand?
Shave, wax, good lashes.
Yeah, when you see it get to that point,
Yes.
then the conversation of where this thing is,
Yeah.
it gets
Yeah,
ticklish. And it depends too, for me, where you go.
Yes.
Where you go is really a big deal. Because if you in this date and how you get there.
If you are coming to pick
Oh,
me
you
up.
get there?
Yes, boy.
So
Coming
you
to
get there
pick
too,
me.
boy?
If I'm meeting you if what are we meeting there? We drive with two cars.
Yeah, that's
That's not like, a date.
It's shaky, it's shaky, it's shaky.
But if he come in to pick me up, which means I am now at your Like I'm at your mercy. I can't just leave when I feel like leaving.
You can, women
I mean, because
can.
I have my Vex money, yes,
Yeah, you
but
can.
I would rather not. Especially too if I'm wearing barter car shoes. You see, barter car shoes, that's serious. The shoes that you just pull out and you literally wear it from the bar to the car.
Yeah, barter car.
You understand?
Barter
This
car
is this.
shoes.
Thank you. The
They
good
don't
stuff.
walk long in that.
I
No.
thought that was some kind of Italian brand.
No,
No.
brother.
These are the shoes that is being bagged individually with drawstring.
I waited for it now, but like.
I can't stand you.
Barter
I cannot
car?
stand you. I
Barter
cannot
car
stand
sounding
you.
like some kind of
Bar to car shoes.
No, it's sung like a big brand.
These are the
It sung
shoes.
like a big brand. I waited to hear. I said, but it sung like some kind of expensive shoe. I waiting for Abby.
Nah, boy.
I waiting for Abby. Then
Listen now.
she say it slow. I say barter car. Oh, barter car.
Car.
I thought she
Yes.
said barter
Yeah,
car.
Roddy,
Some
I
kind of
see
big
car.
brand.
boy, that's some kind of Italian leather.
No, you're allowed
I
to
still
ridiculous.
need for a carny
Bar-
model in it or some kind of thing.
Barter car shoes are the shoes that is each shoe is in an
Right, right, right.
individual bag with a drawstring.
Or a box.
Understand? It is live there.
Right.
Bar to car.
I not to walk and walk and walk,
No.
brother. I just to look good, come on.
They're
the
not
car
Baba
with-
Green shoes. Yeah, it's not Baba Green shoes.
I go going on bartercar.com to see. What's the price of these shoes, man?
I going home. I fed up, yes.
Things something expensive, boy.
Expensive, but where does
Rudy
get
say
at?
he now looking to go bartercar.com.
You know where they just get them shoes by Dash.
Like that, yeah.
Yeah, Bartercar. You just get them shoes by Dash. When Dash change, you have to buy shoes. Yes,
Hey.
Dash. Bartercar shoes. I cannot stand you.
Boy.
Rudy, you're
Never
disgusting.
is dying, never say Rudy, no. The crying for Rudy, you know. The crying for Rudy.
Yes, my love. How you just spell Bartercar?
Look at man now spell it here. He say earlier, I heard Bartercar. I heard Bartercar, not Batuka. I want to say here, Bartercar, it's Bartercar.
It's how everybody running their Google. What brand of shoes is that, boy?
Nah, but it's Abby pronunciation too. You spoke to them in the
Oh,
downstairs
okay,
accent.
in the downstairs.
Yeah.
But
Okay.
that's some kind of
Yeah,
brand
so you
shop.
talk to them in the downstairs. You
Wow,
see, you didn't
I
talk to them in the
cannot
upstairs.
Bartercar.
Yeah, it's Bartercar, yeah, Batuka.
Right?
Not
Like some kind
Bartercar.
of Balenciaga.
Oh my
you know,
God.
some-
Hey, Rody, make me laugh to my belly hurt, man. All it is
All right, let's get on
Yeah,
track,
yeah,
guys.
sorry,
So we're
sorry.
talking about
Right.
would you go on a second date,
If
with
do they pay
someone.
for the first one?
women, if the man did
Yeah.
not pay for the first date? And I just
Especially-
explained that I think it's based on the type of date,
That's right.
the way you went, where you went.
Yes.
It's how you went, where you went, and how you prepared to go.
Yeah. If you spend like $300 on,
Preparation.
Hollywood with a landing strip, you understand? And
You ain't looking for dates, you should have let them come home. I find when you wax like that, you want to go and
Too
eat
much.
first, it's better you say come straight by me.
you know, and you put on the really nice shoes, you bought a dress, maybe you might have gone to the hairdresser.
Yeah. I think
You
I
know?
think it's based on those things. Those factors has to be in play.
And
You
then
have to
on
know,
top
you have
of
to know.
which, he talking about split bill and is doing the maths to fix. If you know how maths of splitting bill,
I thought we all about equality, no? I thought we living in this time, you know?
you know that's aggravating.
I
Everybody
think
have their own
depends
things
on
and-
where we
Maths
go.
of splitting bill.
The bill could split.
Yeah,
If it's a big group
calculator.
of friends, and that's so annoying for
I
the
did.
poor waiter. I feel real sorry for waiters when you go out
Not
with a
me.
big group of friends, and then you have to like
With
split up
hungry
the
friends?
bill. Split up the bill.
Them big group of friends that hungry.
The poor waiter.
You come out here with your girlfriend, you want to impress
And
her,
then
you order all kind of
afterwards-
salmon, all kind of thing, and we lime.
and then
Your section alone is about 800-900, and you trying to watch me? No, brother.
and then afterwards they leave the poor waiter $20 tip. That is aggravation. But like
Who ordered the extra fries? That was you.
Yeah.
that was you, and you're doing the maths.
Of
Like,
course.
no.
59.
But if the both of us go out and all of that went into it, and then we doing maths of split bill, I don't know. I might watch it sideways. I feel like I might watch
So
it
in
sideways.
essence,
Yeah.
people, you think that if you go on a date, because there's a viral video that went around whole of last week
Right.
with a young man who took out a young lady, but he was vile, in all honesty.
He was gross. Okay,
He was
fair.
gross.
Right.
He
I
looked
ain't
gross
seen
as
that
well.
one, ain't seen
I
that
didn't
one.
see it, but
When he was saying, she was saying, you really gonna, he said, you had to pay for your thing. And she's like, you really gonna make me pay? Hear me, yeah? You ain't give me anything, I'm going home by you. Well, pay.
No.
And it was live on video.
Yeah, that's
She ended up
disgusting.
taping it. And he looked disgusting too. I find it was in poor taste. That is the kind of men that just drag it. At the end of the day, if that's your intention, If you are that type of individual, you feel like you carry a girl out and because you buy some teeth, you should get
So
a
she
jam.
didn't.
No.
If that is where your brain is at, I think the right thing to do, in her case, yes, I get why she tape him. And I think that other women in a position like that, where they say, but they take out the phone, they pay and bust it.
And bust it.
No,
Just pay
no
it and
small
just
talk.
bust.
No small talk, no
Yeah,
nothing.
but
Delete
I'm
the
trying to
number.
figure out
Them kind of vibes.
how much conversation she would have had with him before, because people who are that vile generally have tells, like red flags
course,
before
of
where you go.
I'm sure that's not a
something.
social experiment.
Well, we don't know,
It
but
could be.
it went viral. It was
be.
on all the mainstream
It could be.
apps, all the mainstream media, from Hollywood
Yeah.
to World Star,
Yeah.
to everybody.
TMZ, all of them.
Everybody had
Yeah,
it up,
yeah.
right? Because the video went viral.
Yeah.
Because she was most disgusted and the waiter was like, well, he told me to bring 2 bills. Because he
Oh,
told the waiter to bring 2 bills.
no.
2 separate bills. And when the waiter was coming, she was like, you seriously asked for 2 separate bills? You really not going to pay for this? And it wasn't even nowhere fancy. You could tell it looked like a Denny's or some kind of licks down place.
Yeah, little Arby's.
It ain't nothing fancy either way.
Olive Garden.
Yeah, one of them.
Yeah.
You understand? So, but for me, that was embarrassing because as a man, there are certain responsibilities that you should take on if you are trying to court someone or trying to get in someone's good books.
And it's how we qualify it. If you taking me home, if I gain anything. What?
Yeah, he didn't say, he said some different words I can't say
gross.
here now.
Right.
But it's embarrassing, one. But if we being adults and we talking about it for real, I think it's all based on the type of date. If you're going on something romantic and the man initiated, I think it's in good taste that
You had to pay for
and
it.
you
Yeah.
should stay within your budget
Yes.
as well. As we always discuss that all the time. Don't let the
Yes.
first thing be something that you're not
that
accustomed
you
to.
can't afford. Or you
I
can't-
prefer
You
to
gotta
carry
hold
you
up.
somewhere that is very calm, that you might bad talk where I take you, but I took you there because it's within my range.
That's right.
And I can comfortably do that all the time.
It could be as simple as a movie, a dinner and a movie.
Because there was an instance
Miche.
some years ago.
Carry on,
where-
Miche.
Yeah, Miche. Miche is always
Miche
good.
is lovely.
Lovely. So, you know where Miche is?
No.
Sunny Avenue. It's behind a fence. That's Mitch Doubles.
AC, you
Miche.
could sit down.
Wow.
You could sit down. You could take off your shoes. You know?
That's upscale Mitch. We call him on a weekend. We call him Miche.
I guess if that's what you can afford, that's what you can afford. I'm not knocking it, yes?
No, but what I'm saying
not
is,
knocking
like,
it.
there was an incident where a guy took out a girl and she said, hey, I love where we went. Could we go next week? And he in turn say, we can't. But the following week when I get paid, we can go.
Right.
Because what he did is he prepared himself, saved to take her to this special place and
okay,
that
that's
day. And
sweet.
she
Right.
dissed him like, boy, yeah, this, yeah, that and that because I want to go to you next week and you can't go. And he was just saying, you know, I can't. It's just that it's not in my budget for 2 weeks straight.
Thank you.
Right?
Simple.
But she didn't see it that way. So this is why I try to tell people, do things within a
Hungry
place
broken.
that you can be comfortable with.
Yeah.
So
Hungry
if a
broken.
man initiates a date, I think he should pay. But if it's a case where it's somewhere out of this world and you both decide that you want to go out, that's a hard conversations you'll have to have before.
This and the thing is, that's it. It's also about conversation, because you could gauge something by the type of conversation, the type and tone of conversations that you would have before about what is the intention behind it, you know, the level of seriousness. Are we liming or we talking? You know what I mean when I say, you know, we
Yeah.
talking, or we just liming? You understand what I mean? Like if it's a dinner and a movie, a new Marvel come out, a new Jurassic World or whatever, and we both like Jurassic World, and we always talking about it, and you know, we two nerdy people together, we just go in and watch a movie. That's like, I mean, split billing, no big thing. Or I pay for the tickets and you pay for the food.
yeah, things
I
like that.
custom that's fine. But if it is dude says, listen, we've been talking for a while and I think I really want to, you know, spend some one-on-one time with you. I would like to take you somewhere special. Then I go, oh, okay, because I was home minding my business. I could have been home in my pajamas or my towel, wrap up, watching Netflix. But you specifically said, we've been talking for a while. I really would like to, you know, hang out with you one-on-one. I would like to take you so. Because you need to tell me where I go in, eh? You ain't just picking me up, and because I need to know what's the dress code.
Now, if that is the case,
Am I
then
wearing jeans and
then the man
heels,
had to
or
pay
am
for
I
it.
wearing little black dress and heels?
man had to
Am
pay
I like I need specifics? Like what level of cute is
So
required?
how can a man at what level in a relationship can a man be spontaneous though?
No. You could be spontaneous, which is cool. And there have been times when there've been spontaneity and whatnot. But at least let me know what level of, like, what's the dress code? What I should is outdoors, indoors, what we doing?
Okay,
kind
cool.
of thing. Like,
Fair
at
enough.
least, you know, don't have me out here feeling self-conscious because I was not aptly prepared.
And why too? There's some women who operate in the space of they deal with men based on a meal. Like there are women
Right.
who walk around saying that, yeah, I get a free meal out of this.
Yeah, that's not me because I could eat home. It's fine.
You understand?
Yeah.
And
I don't like you.
there, and
She
let's be,
allows.
if we being
I like
fair,
it.
if we being
It
fair, there are a
allows.
lot of, like somebody's saying on the WhatsApp here that it's a cultural thing, which is true. In the US, West Indian men in the US operate in the I take you out, I pay.
Right.
American men, black American men, don't see it out.
Yeah,
They grew up believing that everything is split. Like I remember one time I saw a fracas
Fracas.
a fracas.
Not even a fracas. A
Yeah.
fracas.
at a diner with some black American kid, the teenagers,
Youngsters,
because they went same thing. Abby was now saying split bill time. Who order fries? Who order this? Who order that? And
You order lobster.
Homeboy had a girlfriend,
Yeah.
and like same thing you say the girlfriend ordered, but she ordered extra. Wasn't fries. It was hash browns.
Right.
But you have to understand, when you're black and in school, you have no money.
Of course.
So $2 and $3 might sound like nothing to us, but to them,
It's plenty.
that's bread because that is money towards your little metro card to go home and that kind of thing. But boy, they end up into fight and quarrel because they're splitting this bill and some homeboy bring a girl. But the problem was the girl that he brought, the rest of the crew not really into it. So the other
Right.
girls is like, so will you bring this heifer for? She
Yes.
don't have her own money.
Yes,
Yeah.
and we're not paying for she.
Are we not paying for her?
Yeah.
That you bring your freeloading gear? Well, boy,
Ooh.
cuss and carry on.
Yes.
But I'm saying, if you know that the place you go in, you cannot 100% handle it, you have to have those conversations
Thank you.
beforehand. You can't take out a young lady, and then when you get there, the bill comes back 1,300. You
Yeah.
only have 600 in your pocket.
No, you can't have
Expect her to pay the next half.
champagne taste and more be
Yeah,
budgets.
I know even going in them
And
kind
check
of
the
place. Them kind of,
prices.
I know even putting myself in them kind of spaces. Because really, come on, you're not dating a young lady. You're not going and let her know
No.
if she invite you somewhere that well, girl, I ain't really had that money, no. More than likely, you would probably lean to a different story.
Exactly.
You know what I mean? You're not going to let that young lady know you ain't had that money to make that.
When anything new,
Yeah.
when anything new, you just feel a how. No, when anything new, you just feel a how. You just feel a how when anything is
Yeah.
new.
I mean,
When it's new, when it's new.
You know, I mash up my foot in football. Yeah, I tell you, there's some other excuse. It's too new for me to tell you I broke in.
you know, that is
telling you.
something.
That's unfortunate,
That, I
eh?
know that is
That
something
sucks,
that
man.
us as men, bro,
That sucks.
especially in our community, we need to change. You need to start to be honest with
Yeah.
self from in the beginning
That's
and with the
us.
people you're around.
Doing that.
That has caused so much and I could
Doing
attest to that. You see that? This caused so much
Yeah.
problems
That's
down
true,
the
that's the
road.
truth.
When you say, "Alright, cool, I'll handle it,"
Yeah.
you saying you will handle it off of a emotion of yeah, you would because it's
Man's
what
got
you,
no
You
peas
want
yet.
to,
understand?
and you wanted to look at you a particular way.
Yeah.
And again, it goes back to that
Status,
C word that
correct.
we just use, capitalism, which links, and you were talking about it earlier, which links our worth, particularly men's worth, to, you know,
Their
capital,
worth.
Status
Yeah,
into
they
You know?
society, yeah.
their financial status, etc., etc. And sometimes it doesn't take into consideration all of the social politics that actually determines what they can and can't do financially, etc., and the opportunities that they have financially.
women say it without
So that's
even thinking.
unfortunate.
The subconscious is just tell you sometimes in the head, like, use the word first, you don't have no money. They just say it.
Yeah.
Not that they mean it, you know. They just say it because it's
Right.
like what
It-
they know. It's
yeah.
been in the
Yeah.
atmosphere
Yeah.
so long.
I hear that.
It's in the subconscious
Yeah.
so long
I
that
think you kind of grow out of some things, though, I think, or at least for me anyway.
some people, not all.
I feel as though, like, you know, long time you feel a how to say you're broke or you are financially
Challenged?
financially indisposed, so to speak, and all. As you get older, you know, you
Yeah,
just,
after a while, a woman have
Yeah.
the things and
Yeah.
she just looking for a little jam.
I
You
will
okay
tell
about
you, yeah, not this weekend or maybe next week.
No, because
Or
no, again,
something of that
when
nature.
you could have good conversation with people, it's easy to say these things, you know, because it's the truth. You're not lying. If you're in a situation where you have to put your cards on the table, you have to let somebody know that, listen, this is my life.
Yes.
This is how I function. These are my responsibilities. These are the things I do.
Yeah.
I am not saying that I would not go the extra mile for us to have a good time, but it has to be done
Right.
in a particular manner and space.
That's
Like I would say, okay,
right.
we ain't thing. December, here what?
Yes.
Christmas, me and you.
Yeah, we getting on in
What we
December.
doing? We not staying in Trinidad for Christmas. Going away. We go Lucia.
Right.
Sing. And you start to plan towards that.
That's
You
right.
can't just wake up in the morning and be like, hey, let's go tomorrow. When you know that is not what you are about.
That's right.
You are
Exactly.
all your things to do. Every 28 days you are able to pay. You
Yeah.
need to make sure that
Like
you
your
are in
wife and
order.
your children and thing to see about and thing.
Do you understand? You have things to do. So you
We've
have
been
to.
going so good, Rodel. Rodel Isaiah. We've been going so good.
Rudy, you have tears coming out my eye this morning, Rudy. Oh God, I'm weak.
Rudy say he thought it's Italian. Yes?
Yeah.
Good morning, Ojo family from us at Jay's Laundry Services. Ojo to the world.
Yeah, top of the morning to you.
Morning.
Shout
Ojo,
to
Ojo.
Marlon. Marlon said it really kind of sound like a designer too. You know, he said, only I get catch to it. Sound like a little designer. I didn't know. Good morning, breakfast party. Good morning to the beautiful Miss Jackson.
Mornings.
I will pay the bill, especially if she wears her Barticle shoes.
Barticle shoes, bro.
And and what it goes, especially if she wears her Barticle shoes.
Okay, cool.
We teach all this something today.
You're
All of them
welcome.
know they learn something fresh today.
Ojo. Breakfast party, morning, everybody. Ojo will. Yeah, well, I in the industry, restaurant industry, so we just watch to see who pay any bill and thing. Well, all right, jam later or not.
Wow.
You see when you go on a first date and you as the man and pay the bill, well, that kind of look bad on you. But it's according to Jaiga, is how the date is, or what kind of date it is. But you see that split bill thing, we just feel to choke people.
I
when
know
happen,
that.
by
I
don't
know.
have maths and headache, and then they still come up short. Yeah, and then when you sit down with the girl or you sit down with your peer, you're asking the server, how much is this, man? Thing, and how much my bill is. If you know you can't afford it,
What you come here
KFC.
for?
I see.
you can get something there for sure.
I see that. I
watching
see
the
that
menu
all
and
the
boiling.
time.
It have this place, I'm not calling no names. You see this stretch behind movie tongue in the back there? It have one in particular, do. Listen to me.
Pricey.
Here
No
now.
price. No price. That's
Listen.
the restaurants don't have price.
they
You
don't
just
get
have-
Thank you.
just drop
It's
the
like
price
how
on the
it's
menu.
like you know how
Yeah,
certain
yeah.
cars you don't ask. There's a certain protocol. You don't ask the price of certain cars. You just buy
just
it.
buy it.
It's like Montclair. When you go
You
to the
understand?
Montclair store,
Right.
Yes.
Montclair is one of the first stores
Thank
I've
you.
entered. Montclair has no price tags
You
or
don't
nothing.
ask the price. You just. I will
When you
take
get to
two
the
of these
register, when you get
or
to the
three of
register,
these. I'll take
They
this.
charge you
I'll
according
take
to how
that.
you're looking. You're looking like
Yeah.
your money, right? You
Ah,
take
you should, huh?
30,000.
Nah.
You have to know where it is you're going.
I ain't the
Understand?
Chinese grocery and I want to know about
You have to know where you're going.
I see the price.
If you want to be semi-fancy and you want to experience something new,
Yeah.
like you know when sushi first came, when it first became like a thing in Trinidad or whatnot, everybody was doing sushi and buffet and and it was still on the pricey end. Sushi now is safe-ish, and even if you don't
Sushi
eat
is
raw
like-
fish,
one
you
something
can
like
have the
snap.
cooked rolls, so you
Yeah,
can still
sushi
do
is
like
common now. You
a
get nine,
nice
you get nine
wine.
in the
You
quick
you
shop.
can use chopstick, ask for the trainers, or you use a fork. Like you could still make it nice,
OMG sushi. Yeah.
right? You could still make it nice, but don't tell me that you want to go by the stretch in the back upstairs, movie tongue. You understand where they cook it in front of you and thing? Don't. That is Don't do that.
That's
Don't
the
do
good
that.
place. You just
Don't
leave
do
us.
it. Just leave it be.
You're only watching the
Good
Republic
morning.
Bank
I
app.
had to just tell myself for so long. But I'm not going out on I'm not going back out on any dates with anybody that does not pay for the first date. I am sorry. You have to pay for the first date. You asking me out, you are courting me. You see Claudia good pick me and ask she out. And then when she picked me to pay for the date,
Hello.
to feed you, you ain't ask me out on a date, you ask me for a meal. If that is the case, bring a container if I cook.
Hey.
Wow.
And I agree.
Hey.
Most of the times when a man asks you, they pick the place. So why are you gonna pick a place that you cannot afford? Pick a place that you can afford.
She have a point.
Let's go, let's have a good time, and I'm not picky. There's some girls that are probably picky, but I'm not. There's certain things I'm allergic to or certain things I would not eat, but I'm sure I can find something on the menu, if not just an appetizer and some good drinks.
Boom.
And I no drinker. Two drinks and my eyes just get sleepy. So no, I'm not paying for no first date.
Girl.
No, thank you.
Thank you.
I'm already a cheap date. I will
Alright.
pay for the drink.
All right.
She
cool,
has
got you.
valid points.
What I'm saying is, and
Valid.
that's the next thing too. Sometimes
Valid.
you go with somebody, right? And cool, you tell yourself you're going where you can manage. But their palate,
They pick the most expensive thing on the
their
menu.
palate is just like doesn't coincide with your wallet. Right? So you get there. So the place is not expensive
No.
per se. But
But she picked lobster.
she
the one
decided that
lobster
she
thing.
wants the shrimp cocktail for starters. You understand? Then she wants
Nah, forget that.
the lobster
That's why you look at the
as
menu
the entree.
online.
And for
Forget
the
that.
appetizer, she wants the most expensive cheesecake that there is.
For the dessert.
For the dessert, sorry. And her drinks,
Yeah.
out of this world. She wants 2 Cosmos.
Look at the menu. You all, before you go out, most restaurants now have the menus online. So you get a ballpark figure of what the thing
While
is.
you're in the car.
Hey.
Check it on
Look
the car.
Forget car, plan it before. Look at the menu. So you know.
That is for second date. I want to know if it's a real one. So we going for doubles. I will see if you flare up your nose.
Wow.
Yeah, we going for street food.
The first
Let me
time.
see if you flare up your nose. If you
Okay.
You can make street food could
If you-
turn into
yeah,
something
street food could
fabulous
turn into
depending on
something
how you do it.
wonderful.
Okay.
We
You
going
can-
for street
That's
food.
fair.
You can buy some street
I was if
food,
you
pull on
flare
the
up
side of the
If you
road,
flare up your nose, I know second date nothing.
pull up on the side of the
It's
road,
fair.
skin out your
Street
tray,
food
or
stuff,
go in a
right?
park,
We're
sit
doing
down.
picnic.
Old
It's about
talk,
effort. It's
laugh.
about effort.
First
Yes.
date.
It's
Yeah,
about
the old
effort.
gyro and you feel good.
It's about efforts.
Yeah,
And
understand?
Second date, we go thing up.
presentation. You understand? But you also need to give me context before we do it. Like I say,
Yeah,
tell me.
Tell me.
Tell me and say, oh, we're doing outdoors. So I know to put on like really cute,
Shorts.
like, you know, a little sneakers, a little cute little
And the thing
flouncy
is, I
dress.
want you feel cool out there too.
A little flouncy
So
dress
me
and a
already
cute
get all the
sneakers.
information about I want you to feel cool.
You want me feel cold.
That
So
is
you
so
had a
I
hug
could- so I
mouth.
could take off my jacket.
Oh,
and
okay.
walk
Okay.
through the night
Do-
and
do-
thing, my boy.
What?
You
Paps.
understand?
What?
Yeah, when me
Paps.
pull over the lady young so.
The lady who?
The lady on the lookout.
The lady who?
Out now,
The
boy,
lookout for
out.
Polori. You never go up there and the Polori on the lookout. Polori up there real nice, Abby.
I'm too sure about the lady.
So
The
she's
lady
scared-
on
she's
the
scared up-
lookout.
so
I
she's
ain't
scared
too
up
sure
her
about
nose,
the
eh?
lady.
You see?
You see? You're
I'm
not true
too
one.
sure about the lady.
One
If
feel
two
lady
children
out there.
gunmen come and put gun in we neck, that small, that part of the ambience.
What wrong with that?
What's wrong with that?
Huh?
We not nothing for them.
So you
come
go,
on,
so you go pull up at the foreshore?
Yes.
tell
Pull
gun
up
in
at
your
the-
neck. What you have?
Why it have to have gun in my neck though?
That's part
Why?
of- Just
Why?
in case. Just-
I have
Part of the
I have
ambience,
done the foreshore on a time or two. You know, sit down and talk about life and other stuff.
Yeah.
Looking at the ocean.
Yes.
Wow,
yes.
So
that
it's
that sea
hug up
breeze.
and
Telling you.
That
take
sea breeze.
sea breeze.
Just
Now that ocean just
You
beating
know?
on the short.
Yes, yes.
Sushi Kobo passing. Wow.
You know, the car next day doing us very
Playing a little
conspicuous
Brand McKnight.
rocking.
Wow.
Brand McKnight.
You know?
Undeniable.
No. Yes, that's that. Yes.
You have to have a good playlist though. Men have to
Beating any
understand
restaurant.
when you're doing dates that require driving, your playlist
playlist have to be
needs
on
to be on
Like a
point.
long drive to Mayaro.
Your playlist has to be
You know, and we're
good.
going up the road listening to Feeling Nice, Keep on Dancing.
Couples in the dance, just romance.
romancing.
Yes,
Yes,
yeah, that's a good playlist.
yes.
Must.
Jaiga, you see how you looking out, eh? All of them gal want to carry you out. I see you Saturday, brethren. No home, we looking healthy, boy. Well taken care of. Hair and all like you put baby oil on that.
You want to put baby oil in my beard?
He said, no, my boy, you're
No,
looking
boy,
healthy. Wow.
Oh, yeah, baby.
Wow. He look like he greased.
You see
greased.
you looking out there?
You're looking
Your beard
healthy.
looking like it's baby oil in there. Now,
Wow, I love it. I love it.
Saturday, I shampoo.
Yeah, get on, you get on
Saturday,
Saturday.
Saturday, I
Yeah,
shampoo
yeah,
and I
yeah,
went
yeah.
out there. I went out there on that shampoo
Yeah,
Saturday.
he's looking for new on Saturday.
Nah. Not looking for nothing new, brother. Don't be poking me. I ain't looking for nothing new. Not me.
Good morning again. You all just give me the inspiration coming out of gym, heading to the office today to put on my Bartica shoes.
Hey,
Thank you.
you're welcome. I got you, boo.
Happy
Alright.
Bartica Day.
All you understand how important a Saturday is?
If you're making me come out on a Saturday,
Saturday is a sacred day. You
You have
pick
to
up a
perform.
young lady on a Saturday, and while you picking up, you play in your car. When
Thank
she
you.
sit down, she say, "But you playing this on my phone? I could Bluetooth." And you take off your Bluetooth, sure, and you allow her to play her playlist in the moment. And as soon as she put up, all you start to hear, "Around you, girl." can't be.
Wow.
You have to know in that moment.
Recalibrate, sir. Recalibrate.
You have to know in that moment.
Oh,
Calibrate.
Your playlist ought to be on
To
point.
make you feel it, but I have to
But
make
then
you feel
again,
it.
though,
Set the
you
mood, boy.
still also need to know that there's some women, some of us, who are multi-dimensional, multifaceted. So
And we
I love a
appreciate that.
uh-huh.
Yes,
I
we
love it,
appreciate
uh-huh.
that. We appreciate that as
But I
well.
also like a heaven and earth.
Of course, of course. We're not
So,
saying no,
you know.
but time and place.
Yes.
You know, I get through it
And I
already.
could listen to heaven and earth when I'm inside and then come out and go to a fancy restaurant or present a paper
True.
and
Of
and you
course.
know what I mean?
Yeah,
like I
yeah,
could
yeah.
listen to
Yes,
that.
I mean I agree, but I'm saying time and
Yeah,
place.
time and
This
place,
is
time
and
the
place.
first.
We
we got-
caught in, bro.
Yeah,
You're
yeah.
This is first
Courtship,
impressions last a lifetime.
Courtship.
You
Yes, I have
understand?
real nice quoting song, and I've done it before
Really?
on the Hot 4 show.
Uh-huh.
Pull up after, you know, street food, pull up.
Yes.
And then you play that.
Yeah, that's not.
I used to think that I was fine.
Yeah, that's a monster. That's a monster.
Wow.
That is a monster. That is a monster.
And all of a sudden she started snuggling.
Middle of
She started snuggling.
What you dragging somebody for sure?
Yo! Dragging! What? Dragging somebody for wow, brother.
Daddy! All right, brother. All right.
Never knew. Yes.
All right, brother.
Yes.
Oh, the dragon from-
Is he dragging?
Already?
Let me go somewhere else
Yeah.
now.
You ready? You ready to go
She
home
ready to
already?
go home. She ready to go
Watch
home.
me. When you hear you ready to go home
That's when the
already.
date win. That's when the date
They
win.
get
She's not
you.
ready to go.
You
When
ready-
I am not ready to go to my favorite place, which is home,
You ready
you
to
win.
go home already?
You win.
You ready to go?
You win.
What's Nads? Nads, behave yourself. Behave yourself. That evil face, behave yourself. Nads, go back to work. Go back to work. Should he said it? What's Nads' evil face? Should he? Evil face. Go back to work.
Keisha Cole is the
Yeah,
greatest
boy. Yeah, you could get through with Akisha.
Yeah, I know she's shouting in heaven and earth. Nads, go back to work. Go back to work.
Yeah.
Go home and take care of Skylar. You see you?
We
need to
girls
go on a
from
band.
San Fernando, we are multidimensional. We are no one thing, you know.
Boy.
All right. So what do you think about this? If the woman asks the man out on the date, does he still have to pay or does she have to pay?
Well, if she asks him out, you know, and it's even if it's a first date, if someone is asking you out, then
Yeah, but in our culture, if you're being
know,
honest,
you
if
know.
a girl
Still little
asks you out,
Yeah.
that in itself is like a shock.
Yeah.
really,
Because a girl is like, she's jumping out of herself to say, hey, I want to go out with you, let's go out weekend. Women don't normally do that. So a man now feels pressured into believing that now, boy, she
Right.
asks him out, I had to pay.
my thing is if I ask somebody out, it's because in my head I am preparing to foot the bill. If we get there and then he does that thing that men that I'm fortunate enough to interact with do, where they insist, well, okay, cool. But then I'll say, well, okay, I will leave the tip, or we'll go for drinks after, and I'll buy the
things like
drinks,
that,
or
things like
you know,
that.
something like that.
One saying, right? If it is you insinuate and you invite, and you know, normally that conversation won't happen until the bill actually arrives.
Yes.
Right. So if I know me having, right, and ask you, well, where we going, and you know, there's a secret thing when you think, and boom, you end up telling me.
Right.
And I let you know, well, I really having that now, boy.
I'd be like, well, yeah, but I asked you out though. Anybody
you.
ask
So
anybody
I
So
ask you
it's
about
okay
money?
to have the conversation.
Anybody
about,
ask you about money?
about you paying for it then.
No, I will make a joke out of it. I say, well, anybody ask you about money, and I
Right.
ask you out.
Right.
Look, ease your body from a
Yeah,
place.
that's you.
Right.
Yeah.
right,
That's
right.
That's
you.
me. Yeah.
But what we talking about, as you spoken earlier on, when you're generalizing,
Yes,
the
when you're
situation,
generalizing,
Correct.
I know
we
there's some women
appreciate
who would have a issue.
appreciate
Yeah.
you, Abby, for being that person to be like, come on, I asked you anything about money. Yeah, we
Yeah.
appreciate
Right.
that. But if we generalize it now,
Right.
Yeah.
and we count it, if a woman comes out of herself because she done taken so much to even ask a man,
Yeah, to be brave enough.
to be brave
Yeah.
enough to be like, hey, what you doing weekend? Let's go so and so. To women, that is
Yeah.
a big deal.
A
Yeah,
real big
it
deal,
is.
man.
Right?
A real
So
big deal, man.
when she do that, some women, like Abby, when doing that, will automatically tell herself, well, let me pass out my cream one time
Yes.
because I asked the man
Yes.
to come and go
Yeah.
here.
Yes.
Because in this case, she might say, okay, I ask him out. And he will then, if he's a decent man, a man with some kind of
A little something about
moral
himself.
stance,
Yeah,
will be
little
like,
something about himself.
okay, you want me to pick you up or you're
Yes,
driving?
right,
He will say something like that.
right.
If a man, you ask a man out and he go, yeah, well, I'm meeting you. You supposed to know one time.
Adjust, recalibrate.
And then closest in the week, so they say, well, you know, my mom, she has to go to the doctor.
Start to backpedal.
You backpedal. I'm telling you, women, if you ask a man Tuesday, Saturday, you want to take him out, and he go, where you going? So what time to meet you there?
Betsy, by the mechanic,
Here what to do.
Backpedal,
By
backpedal,
Thursday,
backpedal.
your mother has an ailment.
Yeah, backpedal.
And you no longer could go with this man on Saturday. If you continue and say, well, meet me there around 6, and then you sit down at 6, and he rolling there, 6:50.
Listen.
No.
I was in a small sweat.
Ma'am,
I was in a small sweat to them bond them.
Backpedal.
I was in a small sweat to them bond them.
If I ask a
I
dude
feel ya.
out and I not getting requisite, because if I ask you out, right, I'm excited, you know, and I'm like, we talking about it whole week, and I am expecting requisite excitement as well. You know what I mean? So we would have enough opportunities to plan, like as Jaiga say, who picking who up, think like we need to arrive together, or we deciding, are we meeting in the car park, let us. You must know the person that you're going out with to a certain level. So you shouldn't have the surprises when you reach. You understand what I mean? In terms of bill and all them things.
It wouldn't discourage you anyway whatsoever if you say, well, I can't really make, I ain't having.
No, it wouldn't discourage me.
You.
It wouldn't discourage
Even when you hang up the phone, you're going, well, this broken.
No.
No?
No.
Sorry.
Yeah.
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 Right.
They're there. No. But then again, it's because too, I am picky in terms of if I'm asking somebody out, it's because I've done the requisite recon on the person. We've been talking for a while, or we know each other for a while, we've engaged on some professional level maybe, or some creative, like I have context.
You know.
So I know who I ask.
So you do a little background.
Yes.
You do a background
I have
check
sufficiently looked at his Facebook and Instagram. You know, I have engaged. I've looked at the things he has posted. I know that he's not out here supporting capitalism and patriarchy.
All right.
All those things are prerequisites for me, but I don't necessarily know if that's prerequisites for everybody.
As I say, everybody's different. But bottom line is people are saying that everybody agreed it depends on the situation. It depends on time and place.
Yes.
But we all know that over the course of time, men normally are the ones who will fit the first bill. And in all fair, let's be fair, that's all right to do.
Yeah.
And in your world now, there are women who could ask you and could take you out, and a man too has to also process that,
Yes.
and understand how to take, because not every man is in a position to deal with that. Some men don't know how to deal with women that are that
bold and forward
bold
and whatnot. That might turn them off.
Not necessarily turn them off, it will intimidate them. Men are real scared, you know. They are. Some men are. They're scared.
That is the truth.
They're scared. A woman who's that strong and come to you like that, it could fear a man. He will be like, what? You wouldn't know it because you're not.
I feel like I need to
get intimidated.
I feel like I need to like chronicle, like, you know, record this moment in time.
No. But I'm not saying nothing I've not said before. That's how men are. That's why
There are
I
some
tell
women
men
that are
all the
extremely
time.
intimidating,
And I tell men, make
I've
your
been
vulnerability. Your vulnerability is
Yeah.
your superpower. You got to understand,
Correct, that's right.
you have to fit into it and be comfortable in your skin in that moment. I'm telling you, I have not been, I don't know if it's fortunately or unfortunately, been in a position where tons of women I've encountered with have been like that.
Right.
But I will be lying if I say I haven't met women who function like that.
Right.
Who is no qualms in them saying, hey, what are we doing now? We'll plan something fully out for you, and you just accompany, because they already map it out. Listen, I want to do this, and they tell you this is what we're going to do, and you show up. There are people who do that, but not everybody. Not everybody operates like that. There's some women who operate in the space of waiting for a man to take that mantle and do all of that because that's a man's job.
You'll be waiting a very long time sometimes. So
And
you might
all
just
of that.
do it
There are
yourself.
women who do that as well. So I'm saying, as a man, you have to, it's really a job to process that, because when you're not accustomed to it, it's like my homeboy now send me a message. What do you do if you lie me with someone, or you know someone and you started courting, and let's say this girl is a beer drinker. She drinking Stag all the time since, you know, but the first time I decided to go, that night she goes, she don't want Stag again.
She want Prosecco, hello.
She only one ice thing. So in your mind now, how you going to, you'll be like, but
But you drinking Guinness all the time though.
I never know you to be drinking, but
What?
You ever do that? Like,
It depends.
Wow.
There are certain drinks that I will drink in different spaces. You understand? It depends on where we are. We street food in. I'm probably beers in for the night.
Right.
We at like a sports bar, but not like a hawk and spit. We at like a nice-ish sports bar. I probably gin and tonic in. We at a restaurant.
According to
I'm
the
wine.
settings.
I'm doing wine. What?
According to the settings.
This is according to where I am.
Yeah.
Hey, we had a wrap up. You
What
see
is
this
that,
here?
boy?
A man say he don't mind paying for nothing at no time. Once you can pronounce what you're there, I'm paying for everything. Come on, guys.
Don't tell me you want an hors d'oeuvre.
I got some chimp, please.
Chimp.
Yeah,
If you
chimp.
can't pronounce it you're there, I'm not
I'm
paying.
not paying.
I got some chimp finishing
A
it, please.
chimp.
Yeah.
Oh, they have shrimps.
I'm not paying.
They have shrimps.
That's like a homeboy. I'll never forget
Yeah,
that
Bobby.
story. A real top shutter bridge in our mind. That's the top shutter, the toppest of top of the shutters. Went on a little evening drinker. As a friend of mine said, a little evening drink poo.
Drinky
A
poo.
drinky poo in the evening. You understand? A top shutter friend of mine.
Yes.
And he walked in and he said, hey, the old Jaigs thing you and your friends are having. Snap his fingers and call the bartender. Bartender, some daiquiris for everybody.
Dal curry. Oh wow.
Dal curries. The best you can say dal curry.
It have dal in it.
Hey.
And also dal curries.
Hey!
Dal curries.
In that moment, I just wanted the earth to open and take me because the girls and them wasn't having it.
All of
But
them
it's
had
the
on the
confidence
Bataclan,
with
boy.
which
And
you
they
say
want to
said
waste
it.
Only reason they wasting long as I said it because he is a
Right. Dal
porn, they
curries.
Bataclan come out,
Bataclan
you
shoes
know.
and the man talking about dal curries.
them are on the Bataka and he's talking about that case. Alright guys.